what's up everyone? Tetrick85 here, and today I'm gonna be beginning a new playthrough. And it's a project I've been wanting to do for quite some time now, and it's Super Mario Bros. 3, but I'm gonna be doing a Hammer Brothers suit run. Now, this is a little personal challenge I like to do for myself, and there are really only two rules that I need to follow here. The first one is, no matter what happens, I am only allowed to use the Hammer Brothers suits. Which, by the way, I'm playing the Super Nintendo version because it lets me do the Hammer Brothers suit right off the bat with my save files and that. And the only other rule that I have is I have to play every level. I cannot skip a level. I mean, the Hammer Brothers on the map screen are optional, but as far as normal levels and fortresses and castles, I have to play each and every one of them. And as far as only using the Hammer Brothers suit, there are gonna be exceptions where I'm not gonna have any choice but to use like a star in that, especially for 7-7, I believe it is, the one where you have to run along the munchers. But yeah, as far as this challenge, if I can stick with those two main rules, I'll be happy, which I plan on doing because this is a little challenge I wanted to do with myself. And of course, with the hammer suit, I can't do what I normally do and fly up to the clouds to get the extra life in the bonus room and that, but I'm trying to show off what the hammer suit does for those of you that don't know. Which, if you... and he won't shoot there, but... if you duck with the hammer suit and you get a fireball thrown at you, you are immune to it. So I think that's pretty awesome. I do have to say, I sort of practiced this run about a half a year ago, or maybe even a year ago. I forget how long exactly. It seems like it's been a long time ago. But as far as this Hammer Brothers suit run goes, it seems like it's gonna be a cakewalk for the first couple worlds, but it starts becoming quite a bit more challenging in the later worlds, especially in World 5, where it's pretty much made for the Super Leaf and its Nookie suit, but again, we won't be using any of those. We are only allowed the Hammer Brothers suit. And if we get hit with the Hammer Brothers suit on, we are not allowed to get any other power-up in the game. We're not allowed getting, not even a Fire Flower, so... if we start a level with the Hammer Brothers suit, we have to stick with it, and even if we take damage, which... gotta show off here soon. Like, there's a star there, but... as you see, I take damage. Now I'm not allowed to get another power-up, and I'm not allowed getting a star either, which I consider technically to be a power-up because it does give Mario an advantage, so... but yeah, I think it's a neat little challenge, and also, I really love the Hammer Brothers suit. I consider it the second most awesome power-up in Mario games. For those of you that haven't seen my top 10 most awesome Mario power-up video, this is number 2 on that list. Number 1 is the Penguin suit from New Super Mario Bros. Wii, which I almost took damage there. And there's a leaf in that top lock there, but I'm not getting that. The one big disadvantage of having the hammer suit, which you probably saw with me trying to do as a Hammer Brother, is that it's kind of hard to aim the hammers because of its arcing animation. But I figure I'm going to take this cloud bonus anyway, and if I had the tail on me, then I'd be able to fly about halfway through this and get a 1-up, but naturally since I have the hammer suit, I can't do that. And even at the end here, you can go in the background and get the whistle, which I'm not even going to get that because I consider it a power-up. And speaking of which, talking about items, I'm not even stopping in any of the Toad Houses or the Spade Panels, which technically Spade Panels don't give you power-ups, they give you extra lives, but considering I never play Spade levels on a normal playthrough, I won't be on this one, which... did I say Spade levels? I meant Spade Panels. The athletic levels in this game, such as this one, can be a bit tricky later on, especially if you don't have the tail, which I won't have the tail because, like I said many times before, I'm only allowed using the hammer suit as my power-up, but it shouldn't be too bad. Especially this first one here, it shouldn't be too bad as long as you watch what you're doing. If you're playing the NES version of this game, you won't actually see the Hammer Brothers suit until I believe World 6, and I think that's the second Toad House. I could be mistaken, but you don't see it until late in the game. And there's also a level in World 7, I believe 7-8, where you take a pipe and you get a hammer suit there. And there's also a hammer suit in 6-10 that you can get as well. Which, I'm not sure if I'll be getting those or not, but I mean, it's not that they're hard to get to, but I'll try my best to get them, but anyway. We're on to the fortress here, and I do have to say, no matter what world you're in, the fortresses seem pretty easy with the hammer suits, especially since, as you can see right here, you can get rid of the potobos using the hammers, assuming that you can aim them quickly. Now, you can get rid of potobos, but you cannot get rid of the roto-discs here. As far as everything else, you can get rid of thwomps, you can get rid of dry bones, you can even get rid of boos in fortresses as well, which I think is pretty awesome. But roto-disc is the one thing that you cannot get rid of. Oh, and I forgot to mention the hot feet that are on the candles in later worlds. The best thing about having the Hammer Brothers suit in the fortresses is something that you'll see here real soon. Which we just gotta get past this spike room, which on a normal playthrough I just skip this because I just go ahead and get the whistle, which is above the dry bones where you enter the door to get in here to begin with. But anyway, here's Boom Boom, and all it takes is a few hammers in order to get rid of him. Should only take a couple hammers and it should do the job. But yeah, the Hammer Brothers suit is extremely overpowered, especially in fortresses, but I think that's pretty awesome though. I mean, you do have to admit. Another downside about the Hammer Brothers suit is that on a normal playthrough you can just slide down here and get rid of the Buzzy Beetles, but with the Hammer Brothers suit, since you're in the kneeling position, it makes that fireproof shell. It actually prevents you from sliding, so that is a bit of a downside as well, but I mean, you have to take it positive with your negatives. Yes, you can't slide down slopes, but at the same time, you are fireproof, so it's not like the game's taking something away from you and not compensating you for whatever they're taking away. And as you can probably tell, I'm not taking conventional methods to get through these levels. As long as I get through them, it does not matter how fast or how slow I get through, just as long as I get through every stage in the game, which is part of the challenge. Which goes without saying, I cannot use the Jugem's Cloud to skip levels, which that's not allowed. I mean, I can't get a Jugem's Cloud anyway, considering it's an item. But yeah, since I'm playing every stage in the game, it does not matter how I beat them, or whether I speedrun through them or not. Which I almost used the whistle there, which would have made me mad. Here's another level which kind of feels weird to play without the raccoon or tanuki suits. But having said that, it shouldn't be that hard at all. I mean, it's World 1, how bad could it be? There's actually one up in there, but I didn't even go for that. And one of the exceptions I'm gonna say right now in terms of getting items in my inventory is when I beat the castle, because the princess gives you an item in the level which you really have no choice but to take the item, but needless to say, even though I'll be receiving the items in Princess's letters, I will not use any of them, no matter what they are. And N-Spade Panels are out of the question too, because those have power-ups in them too. But I will play this Hammer Brother here on the map screen. Just easy as pie with the Hammer Brother suit. Fight fire with fire, as they say, or should I say fight hammer with hammer. But anyway, here's the World 1 castle. And Toad literally says the same thing here each and every castle, so there's really no point of me reading that. I'm sure you guys already know what it says by now. And you can see that the king got turned into a Cobra from Super Mario Bros. 2. And I don't remember offhand what he turns into in the original game. I can't remember stuff like that, so... Now, for some reason, every time I'm on an airship level like this, no matter what, like right there, I just cannot keep a hammer suit at all. And if I don't lose it during the main course here on the airships, I end up losing them whenever I fight the Koopaling at the end. But don't worry, I'll have 6 other chances to get through this, so... And the reason why I want to beat the Koopaling with the Hammer Brother suit, because the king says something really awesome at the end if you're able to beat the Koopaling with the Hammer Brother suit on. And the sad thing is, if I wouldn't have done that stupid thing I did at the beginning of the level, I would have been able to beat Larry Koopa with it on. But, like I said before, I'll have other chances to do it, so... Yeah, I'm a little bit miffed at it, but I'm not gonna lose sleep about it, considering I'll have other opportunities, hopefully. Hopefully I'll get it done in the next world. As you can see, the king returns back to normal, and all the kings, despite them being in different parts of the kingdom here, say the exact same things to Mario. Unless, of course, if you have the Hammer Brother suit. Greetings! If you see any ghosts, be careful. They will give chase if you turn away. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. Princess Toadstool. AKA Peach. But that's where we're gonna end things here. We're gonna begin World 2 in the next video, so... Thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'll be seeing you guys again next time.